Hey, what's up, traders? Mike here with the watch list video for Tuesday, September 26th. SPY gap down a little bit. I've been saying it was oversold and due for a bounce. We did get a nice bounce today. Things are still really slow out there, but I slide this, what I put in the chat room this morning, the gap play watch list. I've already made a video kind of covering a couple things from this, but I still think it's worth mentioning real quick here in case you weren't in chat. So there's the gap play watch list. I also put it on Twitter and StockTwits. And then there is a screenshot of Matt D pulled. I blew it up so it's a little pixelated, I guess, but his post in the chat room today pulled BPTS bids because he was bidding 2's buy zone, and then he said bidding in 5's now. So the 5's buy zone. You guys know what that means. So there's the daily. You can see how strong BPTS was. Again, on our morning gap playlist. And let me zoom in a little bit here. A little bit more. All right, so I'm trying to get it to where it looked like when that was posted. It won't let me scroll anymore. That is weird. All right. Anyway, it was right about here when Matt gave the idea of switching to the 5's buy zone. You guys know what the 5's buy zone is. It's down in here between the blue and red line, right between the 8 and the 20. So it starts to fall. Whoops, and it gets near right at the 520, and then absolutely in that same 5-minute candle rips and halts, or maybe the halt was there. I'm not sure. It was amazing. I watched the whole thing happen. Right, Matt got filled at 142, and in that same candle, probably a minute or two later, it was at 179, and then ended up going over 2. I thought that was a really cool call, and a nice heads up by Matt. I also want to give Lewis credit. Early in the day, 4 minutes in, he gave BPTS red to green idea. So let's get back to the chart. There's the opening candle. So it didn't go red to green or over the opening price is what we call red to green, right? Until $1.25 right there. Worst case stop about 15 cents below and from $1.25. It still had a huge move. So if you missed Lewis's call, right, you could have had Matt's call here in the 5's buy zone. Either one worked nicely. Hate to give a shout out to Kevin M because he's so much trouble in chat, but I'm going to do it anyway. Kevin M gave the over 50 idea. Let's go to that real quick. That was also on, I'll slide this over, also on the morning gap playlist right there, which is why we were watching it. And over 50, meaning with my horizontal line, is right there, 850, which was right around Friday's high and slightly over the high of day, half number inflection point, and that also worked out really, really well. Nice call by Kevin. All right, I'm going to go right into, let me try that again. I'm going to go right into the watch list for tomorrow. So BPTS is going to go on there because of that big volume. Could catch some attention tonight as people look for stuff to trade tomorrow. Same with RNAZ. Although this was a serial halter, it was basically impossible to trade because it just kept halting, but closed at 255. Right now, as I'm talking, it's trading at $1.94. Somebody in chat said they had an offering on the table or we're talking about an offering, so I don't know if that came out in after hours or not, but that's something to keep in mind, but still going to go on a chart. NKLA had a nice bounce today from our bounce playlist. We're going to watch that just because it's been so strong lately. This right here could have just been a lower high now. I'm sorry, a higher low, right? VACC, huge move today, closing well off its highs. Goes on a chart though because I'm a day trader. SE, nice volume, pretty strong close. That one goes on a chart. IONQ. Put in a bounce today. Maybe it's putting in a higher low here too. We'll see. Goes on watch. What else? AVGR, recent high flyer. Pretty narrow range today for this one. So that stays on bounce watch. You guys know when I have something on bounce watch and it doesn't give me an A+ setup, it goes right back on bounce watch for the next day, right? Which you'll also see in CVNA, which there's nothing pretty, but it's what, 7, 8 days in a row down, getting near support. So I do want to watch it. Again, it's another one that didn't give a trigger today. And so when I have a bounce play on watch, doesn't trigger, it goes right back on watch. Same thing with Rumble, RUM, okay? MTZ is getting a little bit of shape, what we call shape change. It's getting kind of fast to the downside, volume's increasing. That's a good possible setup for a bounce play, right? VSAT, you also see a little bit of that shape change there. FSR, what is that, 5 days in a row down? 6 days in a row down. To some support, and it's also got some support down here, so let's keep that one on watch. GWH, nice volume, strong close, goes on a chart tomorrow. Boeing had a nice bounce today. We're going to look for a follow-through of that bounce. It definitely does pretty well down here in the 195 area, right? Had a nice bounce off it again. Maybe a continuation day tomorrow. A couple more. SBLK inside day. Talked about the volume on Friday, so we've got a possible inside day, maybe breaking above that horizontal line there. It could be considered a breakout. So I do like the inside day there. Let's watch that one. And lastly, BJDX, which had the gap up 4 sessions ago, but held support and is starting to curl back up. That's it. We'll add other gappers in the pre-market to this list, and had a nice talk this afternoon with y'all about how we're going to handle these bounce plays and how we can do better, and let's start that tomorrow. All right, see you in chat.